Good day, everyone. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. To start things off, an official with Russia's central bank has said that a proposed pan-EAEU payments network could be launched on an Ethereum-based platform. Olga Skorobogatova, the central bank of Russia's first deputy governor, has projected that a proposed payments network, which would serve the entirety of the Eurasian Economic Union, the EAEU, could eventually be deployed atop an Ethereum-based platform called Masterchain. According to an article from the state-owned media TASS on April 3rd, 2018, Skorobogatova stated, "We are currently discussing the possibility of creating new technologies for transmitting messages and payments across the EAEU as a supernatural infrastructure. It would enable us to use blockchain's distributed ledger technologies within the EAEU space, set up payments, and transmit financial information and steps sidestepping current payment systems." This is fairly interesting. If you ever have any doubt that blockchain is going to fail or that cryptocurrencies are going to fail, to look for articles like this. This is actually incredibly significant because Russia is constantly throwing people back and forth talking about how much they hate cryptocurrencies, but yet they're looking to build on top of Ethereum-based platforms. Very interesting. Next up, that was not what I wanted to click. Yeah, there we go. Where to start? So the entire Mt. Gox thing, you guys all know about it. What a lot of people don't know is that, first of all, this guy right here, his name is Mark Capellas. He had a recent Reddit AMA Ask Me Anything where he was talking about the entire situation and what is going on. So the way that it works in Japan, for a lot of people who don't know how the bankruptcy procedures work, the way bankruptcy law works in Japan is that if there are any assets remaining after the creditors have been paid in full, then those assets are distributed to shareholders as part of the liquidation. In short, after all the people have been paid back, or whoever needs to be paid back from whatever the situation is for the Mt. Gox entirety situation, he is then supposed to also receive any leftover money, which will come out to around $1 billion. I know that sounds ridiculous. Imagine stealing from someone and then 4 years later being rewarded for it. But this is exactly what it is. He says during the AMA that this is not what he wants. He says that he believes or thinks that the money should not be given to him, or that he simply does not want it. Either way, I do not know exactly how the law works in Japan, but I have a feeling that he is legally obligated to take this $1 billion. And if you do not want the money, I'm pretty sure there are tons of places he can donate it and or give it to other people who do want it. I think it would save a bit of face if he did donate all of it to large crypto organizations who then were giving it to hungry kids around the world, whatever the case might be. But I'm not sure how much I believe it. Maybe he's just kind of tired over the entire situation and does not actually want the $1 billion, but I still find that very hard to believe. Next up, at the Economy Conference in South Korea on Wednesday, Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin scrapped the plan to discuss his 12-month vision for the world's second largest blockchain, opting for a more general discussion on blockchain and its potential. Most notable were Buterin's frank words about Ethereum and the low number of transactions it can process, currently a barrier that has made apparent by the creator last year on the platform's first widely popular applications. So he pretty much said he was talking, I think he not scrapped everything that he planned on saying, but he has noted his frustration before in the past about exactly how slow the progress is going on Ethereum, even though there are tons of companies who are working on different applications or different ways to make Ethereum quicker and or have side chains built next to it. He says everything is going kind of slow and he is a bit annoyed at this. He noted that if anyone wanted to build a decentralized Uber app or something similar to that today on the Ethereum network, they'd be heavily frustrated because of how slow the network is going. He spoke about sharding, which he does often. He always talks about, even with sharding, if you look around, there's news that it possibly may not happen for 1 to 2 to 3 years, as it still is kind of up in the air and everyone's just talking about getting it implemented. But I think at the best hope that we have now are it's pretty much Casper and Plasma that we have been waiting for. But even then, we still do not have a set date. And I think that this is annoying him and I'm sure a lot of other people because they understand that Ethereum could, in theory, be the #1 coin right now. But whatever the issue might be, they are held back heavily because they or someone cannot figure out exactly how to make Ethereum quicker. Let's hope they end up doing this. Last up, this is incredibly weird. Japan's central bank has revealed some noteworthy opinions in a newly published general Q&A on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. On March 30th, the head of the Bank of China's Financial Services Information Division, Masashi Kuramoto, published a summary Q&A called Let's Think About Cryptocurrencies for the general public in an educational site operated by the central bank. It was pretty much tons of questions floating around, with one of them being, shouldn't it be better to ban something we don't understand? What I think is the weirdest part about all of this is that the central bank, one of the officials, noted, to that end, it is important to actually try it in the world. There is reason to believe that its maturity will allow us to use existing cryptocurrencies, accumulate use cases, and promote further technical development. He then shot part of it down, saying that he would never compare it to fiat money like the yen or the dollar, blah, 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 because they're backed by governments and institutions. But it's kind of, Japan has been very, very open when it comes to cryptocurrency. So I like that they are continuing, and they had type of something that was released by the central bank, because you would never really think of a central bank giving a thumbs up or even promoting or kind of saying that we need to learn more from these things. But I mean, Japan seems very forward when it comes to the entire cryptocurrency space. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this video. Some really random news, as you guys may have been able to notice. But yeah, relatively good news all around. There has been no negative news from what I have seen over the last couple of days. Markets is still kind of trending sideways, downways a tiny bit. So let's hope this picks up very soon. All right, everyone, that is going to do it. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, wherever you might be, whatever you might be doing. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.